Keria. Okay, they're not done yet.
They're still here. They just walk up to Effort, and he is just dead. Yeah, and we'll see how this one does go. Keria in position to potentially punish here. No flash for him. Nice dodge from Croco. He's got that speed that we did mention. Here comes Effort over the wall. Nice shockwave in the back, and the Rakan just dies. But here we do have a front line finally as Leo moves in. Croco also running forward. Gonna sustain a lot of damage, but now Fate looking to press the issue alongside of Leo. They're gonna pick up a double kill now up there. We'll see how that one goes. But here's what happened down at the Drake.
Yeah, there's just so much poke damage here for the side of Liv Sandbox. The Solar Flare completely misses, and Effort comes back in a choke point. This is one of these choke point moments for Victor, right? And I know I sound like a StarCraft commentator talking about choke points and AoE damage, but like this happens with Victor so often, where you just
you're just gonna get ranged down and not have a fun time. So here's Liv Sandbox. They're looking to make a statement. They have Shelly, and they want to dive. It's going to be a 4-on-4, it looks like, with double teleport coming in as Keria looks to engage. That's not going to be too fantastic. Great Featherstorm comes in from Teddy, but immediately Keria is going to go down. We also have the rotation now from Liv Sandbox. It's 5-on-3 now as Talia a bit zoned away. Nice shockwave, but here comes Summit looking to pick off one, and he will be able to take down Clozer. Now in the front line, Canna desperately trying to get the follow-up engage, but won't be able to.
Everyone's so low.
Low health bars here on the side of Liv Sandbox. They want to get that engaged, but Teddy's still very healthy. Is that wall gonna knock up Leo here? He's gonna have to be the damage, but it is not enough. They're being kited down here in the little alcove, and that is gonna be the ace for T1.
In this moment is left relatively untouched. His positioning here and the response from T1 is so good. Look at where he is in this entire fight. Look at the peel from Keria. He actually is able to use his ult to get away, to survive on the backside of this fight. And this is like, could there be any more Liv Sandbox players in the spot lane? You know, they all come down here, and yet his positioning is perfect the entire time, and the rest of the team just works around him. Then you see Canna eventually show up, the Hextech ultimatum pushes everybody back, and Teddy just is never for 1 second in any real danger. He does all the damage here. Cuzz saves his ultimate until the very end, and you could tell that T1 knew that this is a fight they could win. In the longer fight, if Teddy survives, I
feel like Croco still hasn't done anything. Fate in a... Okay, well, he's just dead. See you later.
Potential Drake types. They went to lane, and Croco again.
Uh-oh. Again, here we go. Oh, man. Just ulted under turret. We see it twice now in a row. The flash from Keria. Maybe a little bit overzealous.
Distance to traverse before they can even try to contest this. It's already at half health. This feels so disastrous. So desperate.
Gotta go. They have Meganar here. They're going to try to get on top of Clozer. Leo into the backline. They take out Clozer, and a great follow-up here from the side of Liv Sandbox. But where is the damage? Croco is alone.
Everything he's done on this Talia pick has been so perfect, and I don't think that Liv Sandbox will leave that one open again, even on blue side as we see the engage once again.
Okay, nice knock up here from Effort, but again, it's just going to amount to the one kill going the way of Fate. Some low health bars here on the side of T1, but they're still going deep as they look to take out Summit, and they finally do, but a lot of low health bars still as Fate is going to get engaged upon. Effort desperately trying to help him out, but will eventually go down. Will Fate. Croco for the follow-up here. T1 are not backing down.
An amazing fight, and what could have led to maybe even the end of the game, as we're going to watch the Baron fight once again. Watch Cuzz zone everybody out. You mentioned it earlier. Summit is the one who engages first, right? Looks for the pick onto Clozer. He gets it. But look at the wall. And everybody is stuck on the outside, and Croco's like, guys, anybody help? Weaver's wall is perfect here. And then T1 decided to go a little bit overkill. Like, this is actually insane. Follow up there, knock up onto Keria as he engages. Teddy is trying to look for another kill here, and they are trying to burst down Summit. He does go down, but Fate is here, Effort is here, and everybody else is respawning, and it's like, well, that initiation from Keria was very, very, I think, misjudging the power level there at this game. They are ahead, they're massively ahead, in fact, and they had Baron buff, but you're not a god at this moment. You're not untouchable.
Well, we're going to have Hex Flash over the wall. The follow-up here on a Croco and Summit. They both just look absolutely doomed. Croco is on the run, but, I mean, he's got so many people after him here. He's a fast boy, but can he get actually out of this one?
Nope.
Not going to.
No exception, as Croco's kind of you know, running it down a little bit there. It feels like this is really the beginning of the end here. T1 going to grab an inhibitor, and the second one is free for the taking. Unfortunately, the Sandbox just don't have the tools to deal with this 3v5, and you know, there's not like, it's not like we're going to Elder Drake or there's a Baron available. Okay, Canna.
All right, well, not sure what Canna was doing in there, but he will be punished for his...
Yeah, it's going to have to be Croco trying to lead the charge.
All right, well, he's trying to get a couple of stuns, and Keria is going to get isolated here just a bit. Meganar does come out. Croco, though, immediately going to be blown up by a nice shockwave. In goes Summit, a gigantic engage, actually, trying to get on top of Clozer, but at the end of the day, Teddy just does way too much damage. Keria says here...
I think they could commit, although they have to be decisive. They can't just sit here and eat death lasers. Gonna have to back out now. They definitely wanted to at least get the next... Victor's getting a kill here. Fate's not done with this. A little bit of indecisiveness.
Yeah, well,
they get neither the Nexus turret.
This is exactly what you do as a response. Canna, as the Camille fed at this point in time, he just totally ignores Fate, and that wasn't really the play. As he thought he was a bit stronger than he actually was, I suppose. Keria going to move in here. That shockwave gets nobody. Baron does go the way of Liv Sandbox. Now they're going to get on top of Clozer here. As this game a bit more messy than it had to be. Make a decision. They're going to go here for the Baron. The wall is going to come down, but that kind of keeps everybody inside Liv Sandbox safe for now. They're like, okay, thank you for the wall. That's very nice of you. We're going to take down this Baron. For us, Udyr is going to get that, but they're just going to try to stop the back. Keria going in. Trying to get on top of Leo, but we have triple back on the left side, and they should be able to stop this, but the Kai'Sa is going to go down. Effort desperately trying to save his AD carry here, but that is not going to happen. So 2 members of Liv Sandbox now are down, and we'll see if they can defend even with the Baron.
How are you going to defend against 5 members of T1 now, even with Baron buff? This should be over.
Oh boy. Trying to get on top of Croco here. It's protect the president. Fate needs to survive and clear the waves, but I don't know if he has that. He's going to stopwatch, and he is just probably going to go down. He's going to zap 1, though, and stays alive for an incredibly long amount of time. How is this guy still alive? It doesn't matter, though, because Teddy is still as well. And Fate has bought a lot of time, but Teddy, it looks like he just wants to auto down this Nexus. Croco being a pest here on the left side, but he's going to go down as well. Double kill now to Teddy, as he will just be able to auto down that Nexus just barely. Actually dies right at the end, but man.
Like a Hellcat.
To pull it out here in Game 2 is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, the draft got a little bit weird with all the bans we had on Marksman. As we are going to see Croco kind of caught in an awkward spot here, and Fate can't save him.
He's just dead. Oh, Cuzz will go over the wall. Okay, he was just waiting for the stun. First blood very easily. And this is the thing, you know, in the past, we always used to see Tom Kench over and over and over again. We're going to have a one-on-one here. We got Pantheon coming up to the top side, but Canna looking to turn it around. The Gnar ultimate does come out. The damage should be good enough, but Summit has to flash away. And that will be enough to get out of harm's way, and no triumph there for the Aurelia.
As we're actually going to see a dive here in the bot side to try to trade this back.
This bottom lane is just a disaster right now from the Sandbox. Effort is just dead. There is no hope for him, even under the turret, the second turret in the bottom lane.
A 30 CS lead now. And Effort is... where is he?
What is going on?
Actually flash for flash, so it's actually not that bad. As we're actually going to watch this again. Canna gets the stun, and then you see the Pantheon ult come through. The Vanguard's edge is nice, but it's just not enough. It's really nicely played here by Summit. Flash away there and does get away. Croco helps finish the kill, but it has to be a flash for a flash, and then they trade a kill here down on the bottom side. So the flash of the flash and the trade here, it feels like, okay, well, T1's starting to get a bit of an edge here. And then somehow, which we'll probably see right after this, Effort dies a second time. Again, you're probably right on the money in terms of trying to stop him from backing. But Yep,
Yeah.
that's exactly what happened.
Keria hides, and then he sees it. Effort's moving up, and it's like, whoa. You're level 5, buddy. If Keria's still there, you're just dead.
Yeah, he's
2021 and T1 are like, nope.
I mean, look at this.
We have evolved. You can't just dive in. They're just gonna dive the turret. The Tom Kent is easily dead. I mean, there's no way you're getting away.
Against the Clozer,
Keria takes,
too, like,
yeah, takes a little bit too much damage, but that's okay.
I mean, they're not done.
Gonna pull him back, and Leo's dead too. There's just, you're not getting out of this. Well, actually,
I think he's still dead, but
doesn't flash. I think he should have just flashed and taken the kill, but yeah, they're just gonna wait and give this one to Teddy.
just making sure Teddy can carry again. Meanwhile, Canna 1v3 having a decent time up here, buying time.
They've rotated up top side.
Oh no.
They'll actually get the root onto Summit. You can see just the amount of damage they do. I mean, Keria doesn't even have that many items at this point in time. Summit looks like he might just die here. He's gonna hit the Mega Gnar, and actually, this time around, it looks like Cuzz flashing away from the support Nico. It's just like the scariest thing. Maybe he was actually in his chameleon form there, but either way, we have a trade down in the bottom side. Canna flashing away from the wallop, or at least he tried.
Certainly showcasing a little bit of overextension as Effort's going to go ahead and find his way on the backside of Teddy, who now has to play Ring Around the Rosie.
Nice try, Teddy, but not sure about this one. You could see he's really desperately trying to trade this one back. So at least they do get the flash away from Gnar. Maybe that'll help Canna in the side lane.
Watch this happen again. He does get stunned, pushed into the wall, doesn't avoid it with the flash when he tries to. Actually turns back around and gets hit by it anyways, so small misjudgment there. Actually ends up costing him his life and gives a lot of control to Live Sandbox on the map. You see the Tom Kent ult in, and Teddy's kind of stuck here on the edge. Tries to trade it back, as you said, and you know, he has a damage output to where if this was maybe a 1v2, he could find something, but not 1v3, and I mean, almost he decided, and he got it. And hopefully, you know, for Live Sandbox's sake, they can bring it back, because once again...
Oh no! What is going on in this top lane? Poor Canna. He's desperately trying to get something going, but he keeps getting caught. And there's no way for him to get out of here, as now the Nico's gonna get in there with a Pop Blossom. Leo is going to have to flash away as Clozer just barely gonna get away from that one, but does get sniped from range. And at the end of the day, now Croco and Effort trying to move forward, but they are not gonna be able to get much. So many low health bars here, and now Cuzz is just going man mode onto so many members of Live Sandbox. He gets a double kill, and Leo just stoned out for a little bit too long. Summit desperately trying to play carry here in this game, as Teddy not able to take out his AD carry opponent, as at the end of the day, it's going to be a kill onto the Jhin.
Crazy skirmish is going to always go... it's definitely not going to go in your favor the longer that fight goes on, because it's only mini stuns really that you're put off. Is Canna just completely whiffs everything here, and is also just too far behind, gets stunned into the wall. This is a really nice start here for T1, as, you know, like you said, goes man mode into this fight. Cuzz does in the back parts of it. Fate is pushed away, and like, they do end up getting good kills here, but, you know, he survives here, and then now is the time where you think, okay, it's time to leave, but they actually try to turn this around. As meanwhile, in live, something almost critical happens around the pit. I was watching that to make sure nothing happens, but, you know, we've already seen this just moments ago, and Teddy just overextends here. Like, there's no reason to try to force this. And once again, T1 just kind of playing this scrappy game that they don't need to play.
They have a side lane that has just been a disaster. And now that another die that's not going so well, as Cuzz is going to move forward. And again, this is directly into Jhin Victor. So you're going to have a ton of damage straight in your face if you're just running in. So you got to be careful, as T1 now on the run. It looks like at least they will dodge that fourth shot. But now Live Sandbox on the Dragon. Fate in no man's land is going to have to flash away from that one.
Yeah. And Cuzz and crew are now going to actually try to... Well, it looks like they were going to try to grab Summit here, potentially, but I think that he wants to grab them. He's at the front here, and T1 need to be careful about going into this choke point once again, where there's so much CC, there's so much frontline to actually make sure that Victor, Fate in this case, can actually do tons of damage. T1 actually now starting to lose a lot of health. As Canna's looking for the flank.
Go.
The flank, and there it is.
Pantheon getting in. Canna with that big flank that you did mention. Croco totally isolated, and Kanna's actually getting a decent amount of work done here. He's even going to survive at the end of it. We got the Pop Blossom coming in from Keria, and he is pretty low, but Summit can't do it all alone. This is the problem. He's going to get the one, Now he's desperately trying to get on top of actually the Kalista here, and he is going to take out another one. Can Summit actually do it alone? Maybe I'm going to be eating my words here.
He carry a lot of these fights, but he's getting zoned out, and Summit has just gotten so big that there's just a lot of ways, I feel like, for Liv Sandbox to come back in this game, in these extended fights. I mean, Fate does a ton of damage, Keria bolts in, but there's nobody there, and Teddy's like alone here on the front of the fight, gets a kill, Effort's walking away, and now he's kind of stuck, right? He's caught here, and this fight should not have been as close as it turned out to be, as Summit is just playing out of his mind this game, and since he's got such a huge lead, he can really make these big plays and try to turn this back. T1 can't actually win the fight in the initiation. They're really struggling to close them out. Here's a flank from Cuzz.
Okay, trying to get on in there, and they do get the knockup onto the Victor. They would love to take away Fate, but that is a really nice devour. Fate will live, but Effort might pay the price in the front line. He's just on the run here, Canna with no ultimate. He's just going to get exhausted, not even able to take out Krako, and he will go down, moving a little bit too far forward, and Summit is so massive at this point in time.
And then you just see that T1 actually continue to chase. They really struggle against the damage output, and they don't have enough range to actually continue to secure those kills. There's the amazing Devour there against the ultimate coming out from Keria. And as everybody backs away here for Liv Sandbox, there's a stun placed down, and look at Fate do so much damage with the Death Ray. See you later, Aurelia. Canna goes down, Cuzz is forced back,
and if T1 can corner them with a big Pop Blossom, then they'll have all the engage they need. But Keria takes a ton of damage. There's the engage, though, with the Shockwave onto Krako, but Keria is a non-factor on the backside, and so is Cuzz by himself, zoned away. And Fate is doing way too much damage in this game. As the heal,
he's untouched.
Is going to come out.
He's basically untouched here, Valdez. And the Elder Drake is on Team Liv Sandbox right now as well. T1 kind of getting caught there, taking a ton of damage. Now they have to reapproach here.
Krako's getting low. Summit, though, with the Mega Gnar. They're going to try to burst him down, but the Devour is there again. But here comes the engage and a massive Gnar ultimate onto 4 or 5 members. But Keria's follow-up is just pristine. And you just give that Pog boat right to Keria right now. Hops in there.
We're going to watch this fight again. It's actually insane the damage that Fate is getting off in this fight. And then look at Summit. He's isolated, he's rooted, he's by himself, but he gets eaten here, devoured, and then boom. The re-engage, triple stun, but it's still just not enough. Keria says Pop Flash, or Pop Blossom, excuse me, into the back line here, and Leo is down. Fate can't rejoin the fight anymore, and yeah, this is going to be very much a curtain call defensively here as Cuzz is looking for action.
He's so big now. He is quite tanky indeed. And finally, he can frontline. Nice Devour there.
They wanted it so badly. Just gonna have to take a defensive fight. Teddy,
what's going on here? He doesn't have a Devour on his side, but was it a bait? Summit does it again, and they take out Teddy. But the follow-up from T1 is pretty good. They've got Canna in the back line, and it looks like Leo is going to go down as well. T1, it's not pretty, but it looks like it's going to get the job done. They're going to push in for the ace, and they will take this game.
Liv Sandbox pitting up a great fight here in this best of 3. 2 amazing games that went late game, where T1 did struggle to finish after having a massive lead in both games 1 and 2. They close it out here cleanly in this second game here.